Hello, this is Ankit Reddy. Welcome to the .NET course from educators.com, world's best online training tutorial for the leading technologies. In this video session, we'll learn about constructors in C#. What is a constructor and constructor syntax and types of constructors, default constructor, parametric constructor, copy constructor, static constructor, and finally private constructor. Okay, let's come back. What is a constructor? Constructor is a special method of a class which will invoke automatically whenever an instance or object of a respective class is created. So a constructor is a special method of a class which will invoke automatically whenever an instance or object of a class is created. Constructors are responsible for object initialization and memory allocation of its own class. So if we create any class without a constructor, that compiler will automatically create one default constructor for that class. Here we need to remember that a class can have any number of constructors and constructors do not have any return type. You can see here a class constructor syntax. Here you cannot see any return type. Please remember that constructor, what we need to remember that is a class can have any number of constructors and constructors do not have any return type, not even void. Generally, constructor name should be same as class name. See, class name is employee, constructor name also should be employee. So, if you wanted to create a constructor in a class, we need to create a constructor method name same as class name. This is the example. Constructor syntax is a class is there, then constructor will be like this. Public the same name. Then what are the types of constructors? One is default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor, static constructor, and private constructor. What is about a default constructor? A constructor without having any parameters called default constructor. In this constructor, every instance of a class will be initialized without any parameter values. Let us flip to the Visual Studio. There we will explain with an example. See this. This is a plain console application. We have a main method, and apart from this class which will create automatically and main method which will come. Apart from that, I have created a class. I gave name called d underscore constructor for convenience only. D means default, inside which I have a constructor. This is called default constructor. See, the class name should be matched with constructor name, so it doesn't have any return type. Then I have declared one string parameter types, parameter 1, parameter 2. Then I have assigned some text to this param 1 and param 2. Then when we are creating an object for this class, which will invoke automatically this, once object of a class created, automatically constructor will be called. So a constructor without having any parameters called default constructor. In this default constructor, every instance of the class will be initialized without any parameters. So when we run this program, let us see what will happen. Let me increase the font size. You can see like this. The welcome is coming from parameter 1, this one, and welcome, educators.ankit is coming from parameter 2. Like this, we can see a default constructor. Now let's move to parameterized constructor. What is this parameterized constructor? So by name itself, it is telling that a constructor will be having parameters. So a constructor with at least one parameter is called as parameter constructor. In parameterized constructor, we can initialize each instance of the class to different values. Let me show you that example. Parameter. See, this is also normal, straightforward console application which is having a class program name, main method, and I have a class called p constructor. Again, I gave for convenience only p underscore. P stands for here parameterized. Again, the constructor name should be matched with the class name. Here, in the previous example, I have not given any of the parameters. That is called default parameters. Here it is a parameterized constructor, so we will be passing some parameters. So let's declare as declaring parameter constructor with parameters. Now this will be same again. I'm creating a class, uh, I'm creating an object for the class, then I'm calling this param1 and param2. How I'm calling? With this object. So here parameterized constructor is there. So when we run this, we'll be getting output like, where it is decreased, like this. Welcome to educators Ankit. Where we are getting this welcome and educators Ankit? From here. We are passing this to object obj of this class. Then we are getting these values. So this is called a parameterized constructor. This as straightforward as a constructor will be having parameters for this constructor. So if we don't have any parameters, that's called a default constructor. Now let us move to other constructor, that is called copy constructor. So this is also straightforward. Class program static void main, which is there. I have created, this is copy constructor. So this is also self-explanatory. Earlier we have seen parameterized constructor. That means a constructor will be having a parameters. In this, a copy constructor, which means we are copying some constructor to other constructor. Let us see that. I have a class again, which is having C underscore constructor. C stands for copy. Then I have one constructor which is having two parameters. So till here it is a parameterized constructor. There is no doubt in that. Then again I am creating same constructor with the same name, but here I am passing the object of the other class. See here, C constructor obj. I am passing class itself for these parameters. So here I am copying constructor into another constructor. Okay, this is called a copy constructor. Then here I am creating a object for first time by keeping two parameters. Create instance to class, whatever it is, C constructor. Then again I'm creating one more object and I am passing the first created object of this class. Here obj updated object to obj1. Then I'm getting this parameter 1 and parameter 2 from where? From here. Let us execute this. Just keep on decreasing. Welcome to educators Ankit. Like this it will be having copy constructor. Now let us move to this another constructor, that is called static constructor. So this is also like how we have created initial classes, initial examples, same thing, class program, static void main. One constructor is there. Let me go to this class first. Static constructor, it stands for static here. Then here a default constructor, right? And again we have one more thing which is having same. See here, this is static, this is public. That is the difference. Though it is same names, we have given a static constructor, this is a public constructor. So when we declare a constructor as static, it will be invoked only once for any number of instances of the class, and it's during the creation of first instance of the class or the first reference to a static member in the class. So static constructor is used to initialize static fields of the class and to write the code that needs to be executed only once. If you are not understanding what is the static class, please watch the previous sessions on static classes from educators.com so that you can easily understand what is the static means. Let me execute it in the left. Explain this. Now see, from where it is coming, static constructor, sample instance constructor, this is coming, and then one more time sample instance constructor is coming. That's because, see here, I have created a class for this S constructor, then an object is there. Here I am passing console.writeline obj1.param1 obj.param1 obj.param2. Here I am getting this constructor, and then again I am creating one more time obj1 constructor. Here I am calling second time. Here both static and instance constructors are invoked for first time. Understand? Here only instance constructor will be invoked. Here it will be called 2. Here it will be called only 1. That's what we are seeing this output. Static constructor, one time, and static instance. This time it is calling from the this one. Instance constructor will be called. So static constructor will not accept any parameters because it is automatically called by CLR. CLR stands for Common Language Runtime. Static constructors will not have any access modifiers. So only we have given static directly name. No access modifier. If you do not understand this, what is this access modifier? Again, I strongly recommend you to watch the earlier session on access modifiers from educators.com website. Then you can watch this, you can understand. Static constructors will execute automatically whenever we create first instance of a class. And remember that only one static constructor will be allowed. Suppose if you try to create another static constructor, you cannot build this. So you will be getting errors. Now let us see the last constructor, that is called a private constructor. Private constructor is a special instance constructor used in a class that contains static members only. If a class has one or more private constructors and no public constructor, then other classes is not allowed to create instance of this class. This means that we can neither create the object of the class nor it can be inherited by other class. And the main purpose of creating private constructor is used to restrict the class from being instantiated when it contains every member as static. Let us see that example. See, this is a normal main method. Then we have a class that creating an object. Before that, let us see what is there. Here I have a class. PR stands for private. Then I am passing some parameters, and it is private constructor declaration, which is having private. Now let us execute it. Properties. Here you may wonder that private constructor with no parameters, it is not calling. So here we are seeing welcome to educators Ankit. But where went private constructor with no parameters? Why it is not called? That's because inaccessibility. Because we mentioned it as a private, so we cannot get that constructor because it's of inaccessibility. In this method, we can create object of a class with parameters will work fine. If create object of a class without parameters, do not allow us to create. So let us see important points. One use of private constructor is when we have only static member. Once we provide a constructor that is either private or public or any, the compiler will not allow us to add public constructors without parameters to the class. So private constructors are like this. The main purpose of creating private constructor is used to restrict the class from being instantiated when it contains every member as a static. So this is how the constructors mainly will be getting interview question about what is constructors and what is the syntax, what are the types. So not more than this, you will be getting what are the constructor types. That's enough. If you can tell about what are the types are available, that's more than enough to get a good impression from the interviewer. What are the constructor types? Default constructor, parameters constructor, copy constructor, static constructor, and private constructors. So if you don't create a constructor also, compiler will create a default constructor. This is important point. Please remember that. If you don't create a constructor, it will be creating by itself. That will be one default constructors. So constructors are responsible for object initialization and memory allocation of its class. If we create any class without constructor, the compiler will automatically create one default constructor. Please remember that. There is always at least one constructor in every class. And thank you for watching it. We'll meet again for the next video session.